Welcome to the Weekly Hatch, our new BG News podcast. We are joined today by BG News Content Director Ava Thoman.
Hi, everybody.
And we got 3 BG News reporters here with us. Hey, you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Hi, I'm McKenna Rowe. I'm a reporter.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brianna McGreer, another reporter.
And I'm Josh Delaney, also a reporter.
And by the time this comes out, the first edition of the BG News for this new semester has been released. First up, catching up.
All right, so obviously most of these Falcons have been gone for the summer, so what did we miss? First off, Cole Hall is open again and they have pod-style bathrooms. This means the bathrooms are now separated, so each bathroom individually has a shower, a sink, and a toilet. The campus has also seen some significant changes. Pub 1910 has been changed to Cantina 1910. And there is a new Cinnabon in the Bowen Thompson Student Union.
So some new food, new dorms. That'll be... Because going to a story we have coming up next, largest freshman class ever in BG's history.
Yes, with over 4,000 students starting this academic year, these new dorms are necessary.
Yeah, definitely, because, you're not got more students, but you can't stuff them into, the old, or just, in, as many dorms as we had before, so, it's nice to have Cole open this year because, you don't have to find space for the rest of the new ones.
Oh, yeah, and they won't all be stuck in Kreischer. And this class is also the smartest one we've had. They have a cumulative GPA of 3.74 and an average ACT score of 25. In this year's class, there was also a 15% increase for who completed College Credit Plus from last year. So these people are coming in with more college credit hours. And there's a 17% increase in the number of students transferring from other institutions. So people are migrating to Bowling Green.
Bird pun there. All right, so going off to new freshman class, everyone kind of coming in, seeing what's new. Over this weekend, we had Rally BG to welcome back some of the freshmen, or I guess welcome the freshmen, welcome back some upperclassmen, and just get involved with the community. And Ava, you were out there. How was it?
I did attend Rally BG on Main to write some stories, and it was great. I saw a bunch of freshmen having fun. They were playing mini golf. They were going on the zip line. They were getting food from the food trucks and going along all the fun things we have downtown BG. And at the festival, President Rodney Rogers and Eddie George both gave a speech welcoming the freshmen.
Did they have the zip lining thing this year?
They did, yeah.
I do actually have a question. Did you do the zip line?
I didn't, but last year I did. There was about a 100-person line for the zip line at any time.
I saw that our very own president, Rodney K. Rogers, went on the zip line as well.
He
did.
With the mayor of Bowling Green.
Yes, they
wow.
raced. It was
The
amazing.
two most
Wow.
important people in the world, in my opinion, went down that zip line.
Oh, I agree.
I'm kind of waiting for Eddie George to go down. I don't know. He might be a little too big for it, but you know what I mean? I don't know. If it's meant to support college students, I don't know if a Heisman Trophy winner could be going down it. Just
I get
With
what
all
you're
the safety
saying.
stuff, I think
Fantastic
that would be
safety.
fine. With all the safety they probably have for the zip
Well,
line.
but we need him.
Yeah, Eddie
Yeah.
needs his own zip line.
They can't risk him on the zip line. They're
He
we
needs-
need him for Thursday, which maybe we'll get to that later.
He needs to zip line into the stadium this Thursday.
Exactly.
Yes.
Own
Yeah,
zip line just
big
for the
entrance.
stadium.
If you missed this event, the Black Swamp Art Festival will be happening September 5th through September 7th, and BGSU Homecoming will be happening September 12th through the 14th.
So yeah, a lot of great events coming up there.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I remember coming here last year, all of late August, September is just full of everything. So you can get involved
Weeks of welcome.
if you want to
They
see
hit you
people.
hard.
Well, I mean, you could stay in your dorm, but you could, see other people, see that there are other things around this town.
Go out there and make some friends.
Yeah.
The events are very fun too. I remember going to Black Swamp last year. I loved it. Seeing all the art and all the music and all the people. It was so unreal. Just to see how many people showed up just to support everybody.
Yeah.
It was so great.
Yeah.
On weekends, sometimes campus can feel dead, but if you go downtown, sometimes it be alive.
A great community we have here at BG.
Well, moving away from BG and going down to California, that's where the band is going to be heading in 2027.
Yes, the Bowling Green State University Falcon Marching Band will be performing in the 2027 Rose Parade on New Year's Day. This will occur in Pasadena, California, and starts off the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a big parade. I guess if you don't know, it's a big parade. Like, it's on national television, leads up to the Rose Bowl. Like, it's a big deal for that parade, and big deal that Bowling Green got in, because I know we were looking over some of the kind of requirements or kind of like the criteria of how they pick bands.
Yes, bands are selected based on musicianship, uniqueness, entertainment value, and marching ability. So this says a lot about our band.
Yeah, you got a little school, or I guess not a little school, but you got a school from Ohio heading out to California to be on a nationally televised huge parade. So pretty big for BG, and then John Waters, though, not going to be his first trip out there to the Rose Parade.
John Waters will lead the Band Directors Marching Band in the 2026 Rose Parade, and that is a marching band filled with band directors. And he'll be the lead of it.
A lot of band directors, but he is the band director of the band directors.
McKenna, how do you feel about this, as you used to be in the Falcon Marching Band?
Well, with the Ireland trip that we all went on last year, I think that the Ireland being like on international television, like it was like televised like everywhere, and there were so many different cultures there. I think that probably definitely helped their like get the position in the Rose Bowl, because I do have to say, I'm like, even though it was like a short time we were on television, but you saw how we marched, how we did everything, and I can't wait to see. I'm gonna like, all my friends are like texting me saying like, oh, it's so great, like I'm texting them like, I can't wait to see you guys on national television. I think all of them are gonna have so much fun. I can't wait to see them on national television.
Gotta wait a little bit, though. New Year's Day 2027 is the date, so
mark it on your calendars now. Don't forget.
Yeah, set a reminder. So anyways, moving on to kind of more of a serious topic. Senate Bill 1 passing in Ohio earlier this year, and now changes going into effect for this school year.
Yes, BGSU had to enact some changes. I'd say the takeaway from this article is that some majors had to be cut. One, for example, was the World Language Education Program. This program prepared students to receive licensure to teach one of 8 languages, including Chinese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Russian, and Spanish. So students who were in that major can still finish out their college plan and graduate with that major, but any incoming student is not eligible.
And it's like for students, though, who are interested in becoming, because that was like kind of if you wanted to become like a second language teacher, what are their kind of options now if they want to want to come into BG and, still become a second language teacher?
Yeah, they're recommended to just major in the language.
So, still for teachers who want to do that, still have options.
Yeah, and the school also had to eliminate the Division of Inclusion and Belonging. And the centers and the offices it housed, including the Centers for Women and Gender Equity and the Center for Student Connections and Opportunity. All the people working in that were then spread across campus into different divisions. Dr. Katie Steigels, former head of the Division of Inclusion and Belonging, has agreed to serve as Chief State and Federal Compliance Officer and Deputy Chief Officer and Wellbeing Officer. So her title has just been flipped a little bit.
And what did those kind of organizations do?
That organization basically, the Black Student Union and everything, they all had their special centers. Those are no longer a thing anymore by Senate Bill 1. So this division just made sure students were included. It ran some scholarships that are no longer able to be ran anymore. But everything that they did are just in different divisions now.
Okay, so Senate Bill 1, of course, a big story. Which
a little bit of a shakeup.
We will continue to follow, and have you followed it very well throughout the
last
making
year.
Its way through the Senate, and then when it got signed into law. So, and of course, continue to follow it and the reactions from students and staff as, continues to develop.
Yes.
Moving on to kind of a brighter topic, vintage store in Bowling Green.
Yes, this is a brighter topic for students and community members alike. Buffs, a vintage and thrift store, open on August 11th. And the cool thing about this is every single item inside the store has been hand-selected and curated by the owner, Andy Thomas.
And where's the store located?
It is located on 140 East Wooster Street in Suite 4.
Okay. If you want to get some vintage stuff.
Yeah,
How
how do you
do your
guys?
place in
I will
town.
be going. I will be going.
Yeah.
Finally, getting back to Eddie George, football returns this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I
hope we
can't wait to
win.
have Eddie George
Yeah.
as our head coach, if I'm being honest. I think he's going to bring a lot of stuff for the team.
Yeah, big Eddie George era. Here we come.
I hope we
Anybody
win more.
planning on going to the game on Thursday?
I will be there.
I'll be booking it after class.
I will be there no matter what.
If you haven't heard, President Rogers, he has his annual tailgate. It's going to be at the new, I think it's like
The
Ziggy
Ziggy Zone.
Yeah, the Ziggy Zone. Going to be giving away free food, I believe, to the first 750 students.
That's correct.
Free food, a DJ.
The first 1,500 students will receive a replica Eddie George jersey in orange because the game is in orange out. And someone in the studio actually has a close relationship to Eddie George.
Physically close.
Yes, that's accurate. So a little story time here for those listening. One time last spring, I was going to Chipotle with my friend Luke. Shout out to Luke Pedersen. And we were just getting some Chipotle, kicking it, hanging out. And I turn around, and there's this absolute stud of a behemoth of a football player of a man. And his name is Eddie George. And I'm like, holy smokes. I didn't want to approach him because I knew that a lot of people probably approach him asking for autographs, things like that. I was a bit starstruck myself. I didn't catch his order, unfortunately. But I did get to see him. He's a big guy. He's a pretty friendly guy. And I think he's going to do a lot of great things for our football team.
He's fueled up on Chipotle. That game going on Thursday night. Kickoff for Bowling Green against Lafayette. If you cannot make it to the game, can't be in the Ziggy Zone, or you can tune in to our broadcast here on Falcon Radio, Falcon Media Sports Network, having coverage starting at 5:40. I'll be part of the pregame coverage, and then we'll hand it out to the field for live play-by-play coverage of Eddie George's first game here at BGSU. See how this new season starts off for the Falcons.
Yes, kickoff is at 6 and the gates open 90 minutes prior.
Yeah, Ziggy Zone at 4:30. That's going to do it for us for this week's edition of the BG News. You can read more of these articles on newsstands around campus, around the community. You can get a physical paper. You can also head on over to bgfalconmedia.com. We'll have a PDF of the paper up there as well. So that's going to wrap things up for us. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Weekly Hatch.
Bye.